Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started.
And off we go from Tampa.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5. In the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. On play action, they'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Dreadnoughts are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up, but not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
At the 42-yard line.
Back to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win the game this week.
This defense, that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground. We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. And that's incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
First down, Red Hot.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. You got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
This defense for Tampa Bay, they're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
People talk about facing a challenge. They are certainly getting on in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
He's got his target. That's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Hands it off out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
2nd and 4. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Dreadnoughts go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move?
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not.
They've got his man complete. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dreadnoughts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Buccaneers, nothing. Jake Moody to kick off.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance, as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't
Yeah,
you?
I am impressed. That
Thank
means
you.
2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
89. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
2nd and 10.
That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Still 2nd down.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
you
down.
don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
While good completions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
That's taken on the 25. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Bucs.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
3rd and 4.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Bronco 80. 79 Bronco. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll find McLeod on the right side complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
One final go for this offense here in this first half. And they'll start with a short field following that turnover as they look for points here before the break.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They get this out left. Touchdown! A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dreadnoughts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half.
Buccaneers, nothing. Jake Moody to kick off.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
So we've come upon halftime.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And then Oakland first down.
They'll set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
That is caught. Troy! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Extra point try now for Moody.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Dreadnoughts take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. A familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
2nd and 5. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Pulled in at the 24.
13 yards, the tally on the return there. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
So five on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Looking to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for.
Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Tough to hold on to that one in 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. On the give, here comes Jackson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out. So it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped. And a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and 1. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
He's got the hook up to McLeod. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
2nd down and a yard.
They'll set up a throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
Okay, break. Check mash, check mash. Let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 35.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a down.